Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News live from the Student Union. I'm Kaylee Snyder.
And I'm Austin Thielen. Coming up on today's show, snow in Florida.
Trump's inauguration.
What students think about OzFest.
A Title 14 update.
Weather and more. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. It's a unique announcement for UNF students to receive. Classes canceled due to snow. The university was closed on Wednesday for winter storm impact, canceling classes in person and online. While the university did not receive any snowfall, Tallahassee, Pensacola, Amelia Island, and other local North Florida cities reported inches of snowfall. I never thought we would have a snow day, but here is more on the Florida snow phenomenon that occurred with weather reporter Annette.
Thanks, guys. Now, there was no snow reported around UNF campuses. There were some reports of light snow in the Jacksonville area, but ultimately we had a snow day and we didn't see any snow apart from some pockets of ice. Now, Tallahassee, Florida, my hometown where I'm from, FSU students had 1.9 inches of snow on their campus. And my mom sent me some of these videos of our front yard, backyard, our whole street, and our driveway has snow. So what can we expect for the weather next week? It'll still be cold, it is still January, but we should have a sunny weekend and overall partial cloudy week. So as of right now, doesn't look like it's gonna snow next week, but then again, we're in Florida, so that shouldn't be really expected. But it'll still be cold and we'll have sun. So I'll see you next week, Ospreys, so make sure to bring a jacket on your way to class.
With the 60th presidential inauguration on Monday, many people look to Trump's prepared executive orders. Declaring that the government faces a crisis of trust, Trump said in his inaugural address that under his administration, quote, "Our sovereignty will be reclaimed, our safety will be restored, the scales of justice will be rebalanced," end quote. Trump claimed a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal, promising to give people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. He added, "From this moment on, America's decline is over." For the first time in 40 years, the inauguration was moved indoors to the Capitol Rotunda. Trump's America First foreign policy is being watched warily at home and abroad as Russia's invasion of Ukraine will soon enter its third year. Trump will also sign an executive order aimed at ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs within the federal government. With control of Congress, Republicans are also working alongside the incoming administration on legislation that will further roll back Biden's policies and institute their own priorities.
Well, we don't have sports again today, but we still have some top stories from the NFL for you.
Yes, we do. We have some breaking news for the Jaguars. Not only was Trent Baalke, the general manager, fired, but this just in.
Confirmed from Sean Kahn.
Liam Cohen has been hired as the Jaguars head coach. So for those who don't know, he was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator.
He was.
And now he is our head coach. So
yeah.
good
so
luck
hopefully,
to him.
Fingers crossed, new season next year.
Fingers crossed.
And also coming up this weekend is the official playoffs game. See who's going to be in the Super Bowl. We got on Sunday the Bills versus the Chiefs and the Eagles versus the Rams.
Yeah, they should both be really good games. I'm excited for both of them.
Who are you rooting for?
As much as I am a Taylor Swift fan, I will go ahead and I will say, go Bills, Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia, let's go. All right.
He's convinced me.
I've convinced you, Bills Mafia all the way.
What about Eagles and Rams? Do you have a preference there? I know you're a Bills fan.
I would say probably Eagles. Probably Eagles.
A little closer to home?
A little closer to home.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn with that one.
I don't really know.
I don't think I have a strong opinion with that one. I guess Yeah, I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
We'll
but
see.
I hope that they're both very good games. I hope that they're both exciting games.
And hopefully we have sports back for you again next week. And back on the university side of things, what are the new OzFest headliners coming up? We got a little Liati this year. So
And we're going to find out a little bit later what students are saying about that. We're also going to find out what is happening with Title 14. We started discussing that last week. And
yeah, hopefully we'll see you at OzFest, and
we'll be right back after the break.
I think most people know you from winning Battle of the Bands most recently. How was your experience with that?
It was a crazy experience. I loved it, every bit of it. It's a great audience. I'm really excited about playing OzFest. It's going to be a good experience all around.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I was plotting on that for about a year. So to have it all come together to do it with these guys, it was a really cool experience.
I loved it. I mean, I just started doing here at UNF, but I attended last year, and I was like, we can win this. So we kind of practiced together and got the best set that we could. We could only play really 2 songs because we jam out a lot. So it was a lot of jamming, and we're like, all right, well, I guess we can only play 2 songs.
Yeah.
So
It worked out for the best, though.
yeah, it did.
The ground beneath the stone looked disturbed, as if something had clawed its way out. Maybe it's just animals, Nathan offered, though his voice wavered. But then they heard it, a faint, rhythmic sound, the clatter of hooves. The children turned, lantern light swinging wildly. Out of the mist galloped a massive black stallion, its rider towering figure cloaked in darkness. Where his head should have been, there was only a gaping void.
As Lil Yachty prepares to headline OzFest, UNF students have some things to say about their future performer. So here's Spinnaker TV's Alexander Jenkins, who takes us through the student reaction to Lil Yachty.
It's official. Lil Yachty is coming to UNF. The Grammy-nominated performer will be at OzFest on February 1st, and UNF students have some things to say about their headline performer.
I think it's cool. I think it gives a chance for the student body to kind of like come together and celebrate through music. So I think it's something that, I think it's unique to us.
As OzFest nears, some of the student body shares their excitement for Lil Yachty.
When that was announced, I was like, I need to take this day off. Like, we need to prepare. I was so excited for Lil Yachty to be the headliner.
I thought it was cool because he's kind of like a very big artist. I'm kind of like a small school. So to see like a name like Lil Yachty coming here, like it kind of like, speaks to the reputation of UNF.
While some students are excited, others would have preferred another artist, with one student asking one word.
Who?
I thought it was cool, but I think he's a little bit relevant now.
But if students could choose another artist or a second headliner, who would they want at OzFest?
Benson Boone.
Taylor Swift.
Laffy.
XXXTentacion.
I would pick Lana Del Rey. I would also pick Lana Del Rey, although I understand that that's unattainable, but I would go with Paramore.
For ticket information, you can visit the UNF Homecoming website at unf.edu/homecoming. From the Student Union, Alec Jenkins, Spinnaker TV.
You can get OzFest tickets for free by going to your MyWings account and looking for the banner titled My Nest. OzFest will be held on February 1st at 4 p.m. in Lot 18.
Spinnaker sat down with Student Body President Michael Barsel and Student Body Vice President Ashlyn Davidson last week to answer some questions about the Executive Commission statute. The original idea for Title 14, according to Barsel, was first thought up last spring as soon as his administration took office. Barsel wants to give students who are part of these clubs a solution and provide for them. Barsel also mentioned that when creating this bill, he wanted to think long-term, even beyond his time at UNF. He said there's a lot we had to think about, not just for ourselves selfishly, but for generations to come, admins to come. If the bill passes, the new commissions will be able to use the student government spaces and will be granted $7,000 each.
And that's just about all we have for you today, Ospreys.
Remember, consider donating to support college media at UNF through this link in the description below.
And for all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com.
Also, make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNFSpinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube for more content.
And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Austin Thielen.
I'm Kaylee Snyder.
And we'll see you next week on
Spinnaker's
Nest
Best News.